welcome, man. I'm telling you, what a Euros we've had. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I wish this guy, Nigel, was here, because from the start when we did Italy in Group A and how they were scoring so many goals, I remember some of us when we did the follow-up show said they probably could reach the finals. Right off the bat, when we started, everyone picked France. France imploded like hell. Not enough hotel rooms. That white woman's fighting with Mbappe's mom on the stadium stand.
It's like school, high school.
Real, yeah, high school.
Like against each other.
Like, I thought I was watching that Netflix show, Last Chance You Screw Up. Germany, okay, whatever. Portugal, that group, whatever. Denmark, wow.
Yeah, man.
One of this one, Austria, whatever. But only Vas and England fan. I picked England also to do well, but I also picked Poland to do well. And then,
I think they finished bottom.
Brave, you brave boy.
God.
I also remember saying, not many people are talking about Spain. Spain made it to, excuse me, I'm burping. Spain made it quite far as well.
Quite far, right?
Yeah.
You know what, man? Yeah. Looking at this whole Euros, I remember when we made the follow-up show, someone said it was getting a little bit boring and all that.
Yeah.
But man, did it
Oh,
explode.
the knockout was explosive, man.
It just exploded. So I want to just jump right into it and talk about England, man. They did not concede a goal at all in that semi-final game, and they conceded the first goal. I thought this is curtains.
That is a given, lah. That
what
goal was damn good.
Fantastic,
Denmark goal was damn good.
Fantastic looking goal. Their only attack seems to be coming from this guy Raheem Sterling.
Yep.
So it all seems to be channeling, but he seems to be stepping up with the goods all the time.
Mhm.
I am kind of amazed because if you were to put a figure on where how they all are clicking so well, if you ask me, I think it's Gareth Southgate. I want to throw it to Jay first. Talk to me, Jay.
About England and how they got to where they are.
The motherland.
The motherland. Yeah. I would say that yes, it's kind of like an underused cliche, but clean sheets win your games and potentially win your tournaments, right? So anytime that a team goes on a run where they don't concede goals and they just do the one to Denmark, I think that's worthy of attention. And yes, while Southgate does deserve credit for it, it doesn't have to be flashy, entertaining football. As long as you get the results, it's not even 3 points on the line. Just knock the other team out, and then the next game's up. So I think, he's done the right thing.
It's all about the results, right? It's all about
the results.
I think the one deserves the biggest credit is Gareth Southgate, because at the start of the tournament, everybody was saying Sterling is not on form. They should drop him. They shouldn't start Sterling, and they were pressuring him to start Sancho and Grealish. But then Southgate stuck to his guns. He said, "No, I'm going to start Sterling no matter what you say, no matter the media press say." And then he said, "I'm going to play with two defensive midfielders. I don't care of the amount of attacking talent that England has." He said, "No, I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to play in my 4-2-3-1. So I don't care what you say. I stuck to my guns." So let's give the biggest credit to Southgate, because he will live and die by his words, by his tactics. So in the end, if he failed, he would have been blamed by the press and the fans. But since he's brought them to the final, so he deserves the biggest credit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they got? Sorry, go ahead.
So don't care about the flashy, don't care your Rashfords, your Sancho, your Grealish, your Saka. Everybody's saying this guy should start, that guy should start. He said, "No, I'm going to stick to my gun. I'm going to play with two defensive midfielders." Yeah.
So you think them making the final is legit? As in, do you think they got lucky a little bit here and there?
I mean, if you look at it, their path is a little bit easier, lah. I mean, compared to other teams. But facing Germany in the first knockout round, I think that was a big test for them. And when they managed to get past Germany, I felt that they have something. And like what Kevin and Jay were saying, Southgate gets the biggest credit of all. He didn't succumb to any what I call pressure from the press or from even the fans. Why don't you play what I call Sancho? Why don't you play Rashford? These two are your top players. Why do you stick to the same team most of the time? But I think for him, I remember reading one of the articles that they were saying that he is not your conventional English manager. He has changed his style altogether, and they are no longer a team that's filled with stars and a team that is influenced by players from big clubs. If you look at it, even starting lineup, how many players are from the big clubs? Barely. Your two defensive midfielders are from. I would say okay. West Ham considered they played quite well this season. Leeds was okay. But if you look at it, the starting lineup is not completely superstar lineup. It is very similar to what Italy is doing. Actually, I feel they have a team that is a team, and Southgate is doing
a
unit. Yeah.
Southgate is creating that. He's like, no, this is a team game. We're playing a team game, and I don't want anyone to be like just one star. You work as a team, and you play as a team. I feel.
Take it away.
Hey, yeah. So again, I echo what the guys have been saying. Southgate is a manager on his own, in his own way. He is unlike the previous managers, somewhat influenced, unsure. I think he's very sure. I still think what the hell happened in the group stages when England drew with Scotland. It's kind of a mismatch there. But to your question, lucky to be in the final. Lucky in the semi-final to a certain extent with the way that things went their way. Yes, it's a very, very soft penalty. I must admit that. I mean, they were fortunate to get that and at that moment in time and score that penalty. I mean, even though initially it was saved by Schmeichel and such. Having said that, the team, it is a team now. No superstars. Can you imagine what do you call it? Rashford can't even start that game, where a previous manager would have automatically started him. I thought Rashford had a bad season towards the tail end of United's season, and rightly so. He's not starting in England. That's very, very fair. Everyone is pulling their weight, I suppose. And they played very, very, very well overall. I think the two best teams deservedly are in the final. England and Italy are the deserved finalists here. So well done to England and well done to Italy. So let's see where we go. But yeah.
Now let's talk about Italy. Okay. All right, they played well, group stages, so on and so forth. But this I'm going through. Jay, I'm going to ask you, right?
Sure.
Talk to me, Jay. Talk to me about Italy. Talk to me about what happened.
I just think Italy, they held their nerve. I think that the Spanish, while they kind of like sputtered through the group stage, and then they managed to score, they got that 5-3 win, which is great for the neutral. I think that in the end, I think they lost to the better team. I mean, it was still a good match regardless. But the Italians, from the start, if you look over the course of the whole tournament to the final that's taking place on Monday morning, our time, I think they're deserved finalists. On a slightly personal note, I don't like the fact that Immobile went down in that penalty, and then he suddenly recovered after his teammates scored.
Guys,
but then nothing happened, right?
Oh man,
ghost cure injuries, they say.
That is why I fear in the final.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm sure you guys you've at least seen a meme or a tweet on it, and
Yes.
it's amazing what a goal does. But that's my only sore spot, but I think they're still deserved finalists. And I want to give a shout out to the Danish, because I think after the Eriksen collapse, that somehow strengthened them as well. And they probably surpassed expectations. They were supposed dark horses, but to get where they did, full credit to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so now then, if that's the case, let's talk about the flops, man. Let's talk about France. What do you guys read? Besides the one we were saying just now, the mom and dad fighting and
they were all confident, and they let their egos took over the game. Basically, you see how many celebrations Pogba had when he scored that goal. I think there are 5 celebrations, and he scored his goal.
Dancing.
They are a team of individuals. I feel.
Means they
lost
their focus. They lost their focus.
They
thought the game was won. It was 3-1. They thought the game was won, and they just lost their focus. And then what happened was when the Shams took out Griezmann, then you had no one in front supporting the midfield or defense. Griezmann was the only one that's running back to support the midfield and defense. The moment he took out Griezmann, they all were trying to score another goal for their ego. And what happened was, in the end, they conceded 2 goals and they lost on the penalties to, was that Switzerland, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
it was a bad show. That game was
French.
really bad.
Bad show. I mean, but on paper, you look at France, you would have thought, and from the off they were, either joint favorites or were favorites. You would think, yeah, I mean, this is a complete squad. This is a complete squad. These guys are sure finalists. But they literally screwed up. They imploded. Yes,
The
basically in that game.
semi-finalists and the finalists all got knocked out in the first round of the knockout round. Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy. Mhm.
Yeah, and the group of
Yeah.
death is so deadly
Yeah.
that no one made
They
it.
all died.
Literally, Hungary, Germany, all gone.
The world number one, the previous winner, the previous semi-finalists,
Yeah.
all
Yeah, only
knocked out.
Belgium.
The Euro
I suppose.
champions, the world champions, and the number 1 ranked team all out.
Exactly.
All out.
So deadly.
Yeah.
It's deadly. Yeah.
So I guess the only ones who kind of justified it was quarterfinalists Belgium, right? But then Italy knocked them 2-1. That was
Yeah.
that was some. I mean, the goals were nice and so, but yeah,
Yeah.
good team football, whatever. That's why I like football because everyone thought Belgium would probably win it, but hey, man, Italy just went out. Oh, Paisan, what's happening, bro? They made them an offer they couldn't refuse, man, in your face.
The thing I like about Euros is that the smaller teams always have a chance to win. If you notice, you look at the history of the Euros. A lot of times, the underdogs they usually sometimes will just pop up and they
Get
win.
quite far.
Yeah, you see,
They
like,
can.
Like it started off with Denmark, back in '92, and then after
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, they almost
Greece.
repeated it again.
yeah, then Greece, and then
Greece.
even in the '96 one, I think was Czech Republic, if not mistaken. Was it Czech Republic? Yeah, the one I still remember that one where the commentator was like, Poborski, still Poborski, still Poborski, still Poborski. I was like, wow, that was crazy, man.
If you look
No,
at it though,
serious.
here in these semis we had pretty much quite a few heavyweights. Though maybe if you call Denmark not really a heavyweight.
Hey,
Maybe
they won the
the
Euro
only team.
before. The
But
only team that
yeah.
didn't won was England.
No, I mean before lah. I mean,
80
yeah.
before,
Yeah.
88. Right now, a bit hard to call them a heavyweight. I mean, their round of 16 was Wales, right?
Mm.
Oh, what was it called? Let me check. 4-0.
Mhm.
Then the other
Yeah.
one, quarterfinal, Czech. Okay, I was thought it was 50-50. They won it, good. And then semi-final,
Yeah.
they played this one.
Could have been the Dutch. It could have been the Dutch instead of the Czechs. But the Dutch, that was another flop, I felt.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were.
But-
But when you look at the Belgians, for example, I mean, world number 1 ranked team. But somehow from the off, I didn't think they would really go all the way. Yes, they had firepower, but they were possibly going to concede goals, and they were not a team that you would see going to go out and trash the opponents or something like that, or very offensive in that sense. But yeah, I mean, similarly, I didn't see that in the other joint favorites as well. So, but I thought France was disappointing. But then Italy just grew in strength. I mean, they when they kicked it off, you're saying, wow, look at this side. This is ultra offensive, very exciting to watch, and that's what I was thinking. Oh, how is this if England were to face them? Sure, gone. As an
Yeah,
England
actually,
fan, I
it
was
looks
thinking,
more like a club football than a national team, the way they play.
yeah,
It's such
Yeah.
a cohesive unit, and their
right.
unity among the teammates is really brilliant. And the day that
Mm.
Chiellini was, I don't know, Chiellini looks damn happy now. He's a jolly old good fella. The day when they bring the coin toss, he was so happy. It's like everybody's face was full of pressure. He was like smiling, joking
relaxed,
with
right?
Jordi Alba or something like that. Yeah, so
Yeah,
relaxed.
but then it's still reverse psychology as well, because when they went for the shootout as well, he was like, hugging, laughing, and all of that, and
Yeah, they're so confident. Yeah.
He was so confident. He was so confident.
I think he
Yeah.
was playing
But if
mind
you see
games.
that,
It comes with
Yeah,
age,
but you
I
see-
think.
yeah, but you see the same thing in England now. You see that whole team,
Unity.
sticking together, unity, and you see I just saw that the England press, what do you call it, Southgate's statement as well, and he's just so glad that he's got a great bunch of players to work with. So yeah, if that's anything else, I think it's their best chance. It's their best chance. They will never get a better chance playing in their own backyard. Never get a better chance to win it.
So I wonder whether they can play under that pressure, or be able to put it in the back of the mind because Italians going to come out all guns blazing. I know they only considered one goal so far in the whole tournament.
I think they
right?
can.
So
As long as it doesn't
they're
go to
playing.
penalties, I think they should stand a chance. If it goes to penalties, I'm 90% confident that they will lose. As long as it's not in penalties, England should be able to. Yeah. If it goes to extra time and penalties, then Italy will definitely take out the shit out. Yeah.
Purely a psychological reason that they may crumble because of that, but not be a talent or whatever it is. I mean, that's still a 50-50. A penalty is still always a 50-50.
Penalty is not 50-50. Penalty is actually a technique. It's mentally and you're technically. So they say it's a 50-50. Actually, it's not 50-50. It all comes down to your technique and your mentality.
Like in
When
Save
saw Morata went up to take the penalty, I was so confident he's going to miss it. Because when he went up to take the penalty, he was looking down at the ball all the time. He didn't even look up at the goalkeeper. His head was looking down.
But
I was so sure it's going to miss.
So the body language was very negative.
The body language, you could tell.
And I always feel that
contrast to
it's down to
Jorginho, when Jorginho went up,
the confidence,
so
right?
confident, and the way he slot in that goal as a penalty, like, oh my god! Imagine this is the semi-final, in the semi-finals of Euro, and he did such a soft penalty. He just kick it in an ice cool finish. I was like, oh damn! So it's mentality, not just. It's not 50-50. It's technique and your mentality. Yeah.
If you look at it, right, if you say these finals do go into final, go into the penalty shootout, I have no much confidence in Jordan Pickford, actually, to be honest, because I think in the whole England team at the moment, he is the weakest link. You saw that.
I think he's never scored a penalty for England as well. I think he has a record. He's not scored a penalty.
You see that even
when he has taken one.
Yeah, even the day the semi-finals, the one that made the biggest mistake was actually him. The one that he came out, then he miskicked and passed the ball to the Danish player. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh.
And the replays are sorry boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be the downfall of England if he don't.
Hopefully England does not need him to come in at that time.
Yeah, if you look at it,
they can wrap it up in 90 minutes.
Second half, England defended very well against very much attacking Denmark.
Yeah, Southgate was joking. For 5 minutes, we were not thinking what was the right thing to do, and then it struck them. Oh, we've got to defend, right? We've got to really defend this lead and close up the game. So yeah, that was funny, I thought. But I think England has the character to they're not phased. I think they're bullish. This is the thing that's been missing in the England of the old.
And the funny thing,
I cocky. I mean, they are that sense.
And they don't have that pressure of winning because at the moment now they're considered as a underdog team as well.
Yeah, and they're
very young.
They're still young, so they still have another chance if they feel this.
Yeah, because if you notice the previous tournaments, England was always like, oh, England, like, oh, they got this star, got Steven Gerrard, got Lampard, got Paul Scholes.
They want always the pressure. Always the pressure.
Yeah, the golden generation, this and that.
The media don't help.
Yeah, now you got.
Yeah, that's why Southgate didn't fall into the trap of playing all the star
No.
players. That's why he played two defensive midfielder.
Yeah, you look at it, right? Like, this team is very low profile if you look at it. Even it's like there's no standout name. I mean, besides Sterling,
only Harry Kane. Only Harry Kane is only
Kane
standout name.
Sterling, but the
Sterling's
rest
not really a standout name. Yeah,
exactly.
Sterling not really a standout name. No, I think Sterling is quite a standout name.
No, even Man City is not the first choice anymore.
But I
It's not the first choice.
I mean, but
because you got your Mars,
yeah.
I really like the way when Sterling gets the ball and when he runs at the defenders. Oh, it's so exciting to watch.
The panic a lot of the defenders don't know what to do.
The chance of him getting fouled in the box and getting a penalty is so real. It's so good. I mean, eventually that one, like I said, it was soft. And the best part is Kane is starting to score again as well. So he's got his confidence back again.
And if you notice the day when he started to play as the number 10 for a while, and he did that nice little cross and that pass, my God. I mean, for a center forward to play that kind of pass, man, this guy is good. I think in terms of forward, he's one of the most complete forward, I feel. Kane.
He's in the video game they should put increase Sterling's balance to like 110. I tell you, man, his movement on top of the ball is super.
But he tends to dive.
What is
that's why they minus his balance because he tends to dive a lot. So
bro, you hating a lot on Sterling, bro. You
Yeah.
like bad, full on hating on Sterling. Your Chelsea,
Bad blood, man.
your Chelsea thinking
I'm talking from a Man City point of view.
But guys,
he has hardly played this season for Man City.
Yeah, but the thing is, he plays for Guardiola, so I don't, I'm
The main
pretty
guy is
sure
Phil
that is one
Foden
of the
for Man
tactics that he
City.
trained them to
Yeah.
do as well. If you get the touch, don't stand strong. Don't be the English player. Fall a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, the Italian players, if you compare Sterling to the Italian
Oh.
players, there's no
they're
comparison.
Come
biggest.
on,
Yeah,
So
that's right.
you want to
that
talk
goal,
about
like just now,
diving in
Jay
this
was saying.
final
Yeah.
from an English
Uh.
player? Sorry, bro, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Now,
That's right.
yeah, it's not gonna work. Sorry, this argument is over. We're talking about, bro. We're
Well,
talking about.
it shows that
Hey,
England is not
Jay,
all pure innocent. So England has that diving
I'm,
tendency. Grealish
I'm
also
passing
as
it.
well.
I'm passing it to JJ.
Hmm.
Yes.
Sterling is a bigger diver than the Italians.
Oh, hell no. No way. No.
Oh.
The
Close is fair.
Italians. Oh my
You got a
god.
lot to
I'll
learn
tell you.
from
I'll
the
tell you what I really
He tends to
think.
dive.
Honestly, no. I think. Okay. I'm as neutral as they come. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I can't. I'm not for Sterling. I'm not against Sterling either. But I think just as a player, fantastic guy, fantastic player, and a real threat. He has been
That's right.
the real, like, almost the go-to guy. Him, Saka, Kane have been the biggest threats up front for England. Saka hasn't even started every game for England, by the way, and they've kind of interchanged him with, I think, Sancho got the last start. So back to Sterling. I don't think he's a diver at all. Like, compared to the Italians, I don't know if you've guys seen. There's actually this Adidas ad where the Italians train on diving. It's a few years ago. Yeah. So
South American football, you got to learn how to dive.
Exactly. Milk the whistle. And there was in that Italian training session, in that ad, every time the whistle blew, it would be like synchronized falling. And you see 4 guys go to the ground like immobile. So I think the Italians, yes, and you can throw in the South Americans, maybe Mexicans or the Latin
Spanish.
Americans, have that culture of going down like the shot.
Easily. Yeah.
So yeah. So
It's all
it's
about
not
the
just
performance.
That's
The
okay.
performance.
yes.
The,
Exactly.
that's right. The Euro final referee's name is Bjorn Kuipers. I'm not sure.
But
Kuiprs.
he's Dutch. He's Dutch.
Yeah.
But that's sorry. What did I say?
No, he's Dutch. He's Dutch nationality, but
yeah.
Bjorn, his name is Bjorn. He is
Bjorn,
Bjorn.
That's right, yeah.
Sounds Danish though. Sounds
Yeah, yeah.
Scandinavian.
English of
but he's-
Danish, yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dutch
Mm,
referee Bjorn Kuipers. He said there he's handling the finals. 48 years old. I got
But-
happy. I don't know much about the man, but I hope he's
What-
on top of
But
his
who's in
game.
charge of VAR? Who's in charge of the VAR? More importantly.
Yes.
The Queen of
Is it
England,
someone
lah.
German?
It's
Is
like the
it
semi-finals.
Spain, I
Danish?
think.
You saw the
Spain, I
meme,
think.
right? They're showing the meme, but the Queen is actually behind the screen.
Germany's Bastian Dankert. You all know him.
Mm,
Oh,
no.
Germany is all the okay. I see. Germany is
Bastian
the official.
Dankert will be the video assistant referee. So I guess.
But this guy has he that has the referee listing a game in any other game before in here? He has, right?
This the match referee
The
or the
final-
VAR?
Yeah, the match referee.
Yeah, I think he's
He
done
has, right?
four matches here.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Yeah.
was the fourth official for England's win in Croatia, and
Okay.
first Dutchman to referee a final.
Mm,
This will be his fourth match, so he's done 3.
okay.
This is
Mm.
fourth match. He did Denmark, Belgium. He did Slovakia, Spain, and he did the
Okay.
quarterfinals, Denmark and Czech Republic. Yeah. The
Okay.
assistant referee will be another Dutchman, Sander Van Rokel, Irving
Usually all
Dijkstra,
of one from one nation one.
and
Nice.
Ah,
I think for
Carlos.
communication purposes also, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
All from
Carlos
one
del
nation.
Cerro Grande of Spain, the fourth
Fourth
official, and
Fourth
Fourth is
official.
VAR, or VAR is another guy?
VAR's another guy.
VAR's another guy.
Fourth official is from Spain. VAR is from Germany, I believe. Yeah.
Four officials usually guy holding up the board, the substitution
Yeah,
board.
yeah.
That guy.
So now- So now I want to talk a little bit about Italy's manager. We haven't spoken about him at all. Roberto Mancini.
Oh, Mr. Stylo. Mr. Stylo with his
Mr. Mancini Balotelli. So now Mario Mancini. Now 4 years in City, finished Galatasaray, Inter Milan. Inter Milan did well, but Italian league, whatever lah. I also don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. All of this fixed this year. You win, but anyway. Then he went. According here, he went to Zenit for a year or 2, and then he's been Italy manager since 2018. Now, I heard when he came in, he told them, "Look, I want to try and win a European Championship." I don't think many people bought into it, but look at how they're playing now, man. Minus some of the negativity and the bullshit, which I also don't like. I feel like you guys said earlier, as a team, they're playing very well. And I think some of the credit got to go to this guy.
Mhm.
Yep.
Agreed. Like I think earlier Kevin was saying that they are playing more like a club team than a national team. And then if you look at how the whole Italian team gel together, it's just like England also. Actually, if you look at it, how Southgate gelled the team together. I think Mancini did the same thing. He managed to gel the team together as a team. You know, not just like a team of individual players, but a team of team players. Like you said, I think Chiellini and Bonucci was I think they are the backbone of the whole thing because they are the most senior players and they have been together for quite a while. I think with Juventus, and you can see they are the taiko of the whole team lah.
They've
So,
let in 4 goals. Sorry, Vasco.
No. Yeah. I mean, having a good run, automatically works in your favor when you continuously win games or do not lose. I mean, that's a feel-good factor that happens. But I think Spain was an iffy team. They kind of bloomed later in the tournament, but worst part was I thought the Spanish exposed the Italians to some extent, and in then understanding how you are able to attack the Italians and so on and so forth. So I'm thinking that this guy is he's a fan of what do you call it? What's this? He has his own way of doing something. But if you tweak that or you shake that up, what's the defender that they lost in through injury? What's his name?
Spinazzola.
Yeah, so he was lost in the quarterfinals, right? So they
he had a
played
hamstring or something. Achilles, is it? I think he tore his
correct.
Achilles.
So the other guy who had come in to replace
Emerson.
him on Emerson on
It's
the
not
left
as quick.
side.
Yeah, it's not as quick as.
Yeah, not as quick.
Spinazzola.
Was not linking up play, and
Yeah.
you could suddenly see there was no plan B.
But
I mean, in a sense.
actually, what happened what that day, I think, against Spain is actually Luis Enrique. He did a brilliant thing. He had Pedri, man-mark Jorginho. No matter where Jorginho went, he was with him. So what happened was, once you mark Jorginho, the whole rhythm of the team gets disrupted, and they had to go more direct. So Chiellini cannot find Jorginho. Yeah, he has.
He did the Alex Ferguson like how they
Instead,
block out Pirlo in the match against AC Milan the last time.
Yeah, they
No
just
doubt
man-mark
Italian has
him,
the firepower.
and then they had to go more
You need
direct.
a puck,
You are his shadow. Those tactics.
Oh, I think
So I think Southgate will do the same thing also. They will man-mark Jorginho.
if you look
and
at it right,
then-
then England have the two players that can do that now.
Yeah.
Mark him out.
And I think again Southgate demonstrated that he's more versatile, and he has plan B, C, D, and he can do that seamlessly. Like I said, I think you all say this as well. I mean, Lois said from beginning as well that one goal they conceded. I mean, that was super fast. That was a bullet. That was like, a million in one. I mean, how to save a free kick like that? And that's when they conceded. But having said that, let's see. I mean, the Italian manager, he's okay. He's good. But he better come up with a strong plan against England. That's what I'll say. Yeah.
Now let's see who is the top scorer in this tournament.
I know this one.
I
Own
think-
goal, own goal.
Own
Oh,
goal.
gee, sign him up.
I think they scored
Right.
more own goals than all the previous tournaments combined, something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I think we got Kane on 4 goals.
Oh, the Schick and Ronaldo's on 5, no?
Schick, sorry.
Schick and Ronaldo's on 5, yeah.
Schick got
Yeah. They're both on 5.
Ronaldo got 5
Lukaku?
also.
Lukaku's got to be up there.
I think
No,
4.
actually Lukaku was
Four?
quite bad.
Yeah, they got
Oh,
knocked out
later
early.
on, right?
They got knocked
Yeah.
out early.
Pickford's already won the Golden Glove. Because he's got
Mm.
5
Hey,
games. He's already won it.
speaking of that, who is the backup goalkeeper? Dan Henderson.
No, I think it's what's his name?
Who's the
already?
backup goalkeeper for England? Why
Henderson
won't
left the squad,
Pope?
right?
I want to say
Oh,
Pope.
Henderson. No.
Oh, Ramsdale. Wasn't he called up because Henderson got injured?
Yeah, Henderson. Correct.
So Aaron Ramsdale, the Sheffield United keeper.
Okay. So
I
then
keep
they
thinking
were-
he's at
Back
Bournemouth,
practice.
but no, Sheffield United. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's
Sam
very bad
Johnston.
practice.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Johnson, yeah.
the West Brom
So
goalkeeper.
not much faith there, I guess.
I'm surprised that
Everyone,
Nick
that's gonna
Pope
jam.
wasn't- Yeah.
Oh shit, man, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Pickford's a good
But-
instinctive stopper.
Yeah, I mean Sheffield United didn't have a very good season actually, so I'm quite surprised he got called up.
Yeah, I actually thought that Nick Pope of Burnley had a good case to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
backup or number one because Pickford, and I say this from a non-banter kind of thing, like he's got this reputation for conceding the occasional howler. Maybe not even occasional, maybe like once every few games. The
He
best
switched
one I
off.
can say.
Yeah, he switched off at times.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
case in hand that day that match against Denmark,
He did.
that
Yes.
brain fart moment, where he just came out and
Yes.
did that stupid pass. When I saw that, I was like,
Yeah, then he apologized as well, right?
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, nearly.
But to be fair to
yeah.
him, he's not the only goalkeeper to do that this tournament. I think most of the
Mhm.
top keepers did the same thing, especially the
Yeah.
Spanish goalkeeper. Yeah.
Right,
This is
right.
the goal that the Spanish goalkeeper let in, the one where he tried to stop the ball, the back pass, and then he went into the goal.
But he made amends after that with all the other
That's
matches.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. He was strong enough to recover. Yes.
This is where you come back with those bookies and bookmakers theories, whether were they intentional or were they
Yeah.
not?
Oh my god!
accidental.
Like the 1998 World Cup was fixed. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because France won. Oh my god.
Suddenly
So-
Ronaldo got the fit, the seizure.
No,
Mm.
but
So coincidentally,
no, it's fixed,
Mm.
fixed, bro. It's fixed. So anyway, because nobody could believe Brazil would lose. But anyway, that's football. That's the beauty of it. Now, I got to be now. Speaking of apart from all the what's on paper and all that.
Yeah.
Last World Cup, England reached the semi-finals.
semifinals.
Yep.
Now they're in the final.
Mm.
Compared to the team that we saw before, I still got to bring up the nerves, man. Like, remind me again, where is these finals being played?
Wembley.
Wembley, right? So even though it's home, it's going to be back house, home crowd. I always felt because Italy now will go out there, nothing to lose. No one gave them jack shit of a chance. So they thought to get out of the group and then lose in the second round of 16, but they made it. So jitters is something big thing I want to talk about. I feel that Italy may score first. And I feel that if Italy don't score in the first half first, these boys settle down. Okay, then we might see something. I do not want to see the very cagey game like when they let in the first goal against Denmark, then they sort of kind of opened up and was sort of chasing. Lucky they got the first goal, second goal penalty, second half nothing. Italy, on the other hand, went to penalties also. Quarterfinal penalties.
Mhm.
This one also penalties, so they might be a bit spent. They have gone back to Italy to somewhere, Mallorca or whatever, to train, to refresh and come back. So there's a little bit of travel there, right? And again, Monday morning out, and so got another maybe 48 hours.
Mhm.
So jitters, my guys. These guys are well rested. They're coming, nothing to lose. England team, I'm worried about the jitters. Y'all think like me, like I feel like maybe Italy may score first if these guys are not prepared, and then it's over. They're just going to sit back. Talk to me.
If I may, a quick one. I think England.
No, take your time. I'm done. Talk to me.
If you see, no. If you see England, in all the games, they are not in a hurry. They've absorbed the attacks. They've done that very well. They try and tire down the opponent, and I'm hoping they do that again. And I'm hoping that their defensive record stands up well against the Italians. And they continue to play that similar strategy, and yeah, I mean, so much as you say that Italians may score first. I mean, I dread that, but I'm hoping it doesn't go to that. I think England will attempt to score first. The only thing I fear is that this whole home ground thing is not very effective because the England fans are not really that great in backing England compared to other ultras you see from the other nations as well, and the way they cheer on their team. So hopefully the fans make the difference as the 12th man in the game. I mean, from an England
The only
fan.
chance,
I
yeah. I
mean,
mean,
from
this
an
is the
England
only
fan.
chance, especially they're playing in Wembley, right?
The only chance here. Yeah.
But my worry about England will be if Southgate becomes overcautious and he plays a more defensive setup. And what happens is the England fans, knowing them, they want England to
Sucker punch.
attack. And then what happens was, instead of cheering on the team, they get frustrated and start booing the team or something.
Yeah,
like
they turn.
That
yeah,
first
that's
point,
That's why
I
I said about
agree.
England fans.
That
That's why I
first
said
point,
about England fans.
I
Yeah.
agree with Kevin.
that.
That's the one
Yeah.
I'm talking about, Kevin. The one you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, the overcautious.
come-
Yeah,
That's
Mm.
you don't think I look. We're just talking, predicting. I feel if that happens, it's over, bro. If
Mm.
I
Yeah,
think
because they play at Wembley, the home ground, so they expect them to attack. But Southgate, I
But
think
this,
he will not.
but this is a different England. This is
Yeah.
a different England. This is not the England of the old.
Yeah.
This is not the England. This is a different England. I mean, against the Denmark, they would. I mean, if the older England would have been harder to come back and all of that. The way these guys reacted was different, and they immediately attacked back, and they got possession, and they did the necessary to force a goal back, and the attitude was spot on. So this is a different England.
if
I'm still sure that even if they concede, they would press back. They would press back.
This
I'm
is
sure
not the
they-
old England, right?
I would expect Jay Vaz to say nothing but that.
Of
Nothing
course, of
but
course,
that.
of course.
As you were saying it, I was thinking, yes, that's exactly right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jay, what do you think? You think that caution? Yeah, sorry.
Jitters. Well, firstly,
The cautious approach
Yeah.
that as well.
Come on, England.
I would say jitters maybe. I mean, if anything, I think Jordan Pickford has been the biggest source of the jitters. And if for any team to reach the finals, you need to eliminate those jitters and have good, solid mental strength from the back. Yeah, you can't have guys that are making the occasional mistake. So Pickford needs to eliminate that. But
Just for
to
one
back up-
game, man. Just
yeah,
for one
exactly.
game.
Let's hope he's got for all the England fans out there, Vas included. Let's hope he's got all the errors out of the way, and that he has a great final. And
Yep.
if it goes to penalties after 0-0 at 90 minutes, he can say, "Oh, I kept the clean sheet." But it still will be playing on him because after 90 minutes at 0-0, that's not it. There's obviously some more football to be played. Cautiousness. Oh, I actually thought England were pretty cautious in the group stage because when they couldn't beat Scotland, I was thinking, are you guys the real deal?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Scotland were looking at that as kind of like, oh man, that's as good as a win. But the English were kind of like, man, we should be creaming Scotland, but not the case. So I think the cautiousness is out of the way, and then they've come and they've peaked at the right time. And Kane scoring, Sterling scoring, that's it. And I actually think they should look to other sources of scoring. So it could be Saka, it could be someone else. Because say Kane gets injured, Sterling gets injured, or Saka gets injured, who's going to step up? That plays a part too.
Well, set plays might come into play. Maguire has been quite impressive on set plays. I think.
Mm-hmm.
He has been,
That
he's been
place,
quite a threat.
really,
Quite a threat. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at it, he's winning aerial duels like
Yeah,
crazy. Most
crazy.
of the time, you see he will get the header in. I mean, defensively,
And
offensively.
his passes.
Yeah.
And his passes are impressive. He when he runs up, he takes the ball up. He has been doing a few of that recently. Some of the players, opponents have feared him as well. Wow, this giant running towards me.
You've seen the size of his head as well, right?
Slap
It's not small.
Extra inch.
I just want to put it out there.
It's like a husky, like the cooler box. You can put like 6 cans of beer in there.
Is that
the
like
fridge,
that?
the fridge.
It's like,
Yeah, that's right.
that's him. Yeah.
Large
That's
surface
accurate.
area. Yeah,
Passes,
extra
yeah.
large surface
True.
area.
Do you guys think that we might also see some extra time and then penalties in this final? I feel there may also be that because the players want to win. We want to win. We want to win. We want to win. We don't know.
I
Don't
feel
get space
I don't
behind.
think
But
so.
at what cost? At
Yeah.
what cost?
Both teams won't want to go into penalties, I think.
No. I
Especially
don't
for Italy, because they know that this is their England's home ground. So they know that somehow the fans will be the 12th man to suck the ball in or defend the ball. So I don't think so. Italy wants to go into to penalty. But then again, I think both teams, they are trying their best not to go into penalties because that will be more like a lottery than really winning the game already.
Yeah.
And it's all down, like you said, preparation. And for me, if you want to say if England wants to win, they should not go to penalty because again, Pickford will be the one that will fumble everything.
What do you think will
And
be the
history.
score?
Mm.
And history. What do you think will be the
1-1.
score?
1-1.
1-1.
I say definitely go to penalties. I have a feeling it might go to penalties.
And then after penalties? I mean, who wins the penalties?
Italy lah. Italy lah.
Junsen?
Donnarumma, if it comes to penalties, Donnarumma is the man. Look at the size of that guy, man. My God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Compared to
big.
Pickford, yeah.
Yeah, he's huge. And even I remember they show the after the behind the what you call the fitting room, the dressing room, and they I think it was Insignia, is it? He wanted to
Insignia's
pet.
short.
Yeah, he wanted to
Super
pet Donnarumma, and I think
They
Chiellini
carried-
had to
They carry
carry
him
him.
up.
They carry him. He's so short compared. My
Huge.
God,
He's
the
like
dwarf
about one and a
against the
head,
guy, yeah.
1.5 head
Yeah.
taller than Insignia. So yeah, but I
Talking
feel
about Insignia,
that
one thing about they like to do to Insignia is to always pair the tallest mascot to Insignia. If you look at the all the team photos, always the tallest mascot will stand in front of Insignia. So it's damn funny. If you check out the Italian team photos, it's an inside joke. So if you notice that
very
every
good.
time the pre-match, you see the mascot standing up in front, and the tallest one will always be in front of Insignia.
And then you have 10 Italian guys like this.
Yeah, it's so funny if you look at the team sheets every time when they line up.
Very good.
Vas, what do you think the score will be?
No, not into penalties. I'm hoping for 90-minute and closure to the game. 2-0, 2-1 at best.
Jay?
Vas just took my prediction. I was gonna say 2-1 or one goal will decide it.
England or Italy?
Heart is with England. Money will be on Italy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a
Money-
very close
Interesting one.
match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our money
gonna
will
be
be
very
on
close.
Italy as well.
Okay.
Money will be on Italy, but I think if I don't know, I feel not sure. They look at England, they managed to come back one game. Prefer that they're holding out. Italians playing more freely, do
You
whatever.
got money riding on this, is it?
No, nothing. I don't.
Yeah, I
bet
mean, but if you look at it,
all
Italy
that,
also
yeah.
have to. I mean, like you said just now, Spain managed to show Italy's weaknesses.
Although,
Yeah.
what are
Yes.
the odds anyway? Talking about betting, who's the favorite England? Let me just do a
England
quick check.
definitely. The bookmakers were
Mm.
England
Right?
favorite. Yeah,
Home
because
ground
they want to
Slightly.
and
win the
also their
money.
performance. Yeah, I think it's a very
Yeah.
close one, but
So
England.
it's a very close one. It's edged
lah.
towards England slightly.
I'll just click on the first
Some
one
of them
lah.
do both team to score. If it's a both team to score, they're calling it as a one goal difference.
I don't know
Right.
how I don't know how to read all these, man. What is this? I just
Just
click
say the
Euro
numbers.
21
Just say
final
the
odds.
numbers. Just say the
Okay,
numbers in front.
England. There's these all the companies.
Oh.
8 spot 4
England
5.
England are 4-5,
Chill
4-5 to
5
win.
6. Yeah,
While
that's
Italy is
one. Yeah.
1-1. Yeah.
Most of it
So
is
England
4 5
favourites.
5 6. Italy is
Yeah.
1 1 1 1
So
21.
England's the
1.
favorites lah. England's favorites lah.
I think
England.
simply
Odds
because
on.
of the home ground and then
Lower
also their
odds.
But there's not
overall their results.
apparently I don't know what the percentages here. It says 54.6, 48.8. How much
Yeah,
money?
you translate
How much
that
money
again.
difference?
Yeah, because more English people will bet on England, so that's why usually the bookmakers will make the odds for England lower.
No, I know, but how much money then if you bet on Italy would you win?
1-1, is it? You say?
On England 4-5 means you bet 100, you probably get 80 lah, right? As the easy denominator.
Yeah,
No, you say you bet
70,
50, you get 40.
70.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that?
you
Correct lah.
get
So you bet
80%. 80%.
80%, ngam lah, ngam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so I got it. Okay, so you bet $100, you win 100 Italy.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, you got
in
money
this-
on this
in-
game.
Not close.
Yeah, but in these games, you shouldn't do the result. You should bet the scoreline, which would be the odds would be
Different,
bigger and
Yeah,
different.
higher, much higher.
But not
I
the
feel-
result. Yeah.
Yeah, I must do this. Okay, ladies, kids don't bet. Okay, you bet with your daddy one Coca-Cola or one ice cream.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Yeah. Okay. So England's the favorite. Just wanted to check. But very close. I guess
Very
finals
close.
are always like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I got no idea what's going to happen. I mean,
What's your call?
so
Yeah,
much so
What do you think?
the players might not even turn up. No, I'm kidding. I just go with what my heart lah. I think England might edge it out. I think the Italians, I don't know how tired they are, playing a lot. Extra time will kill you, man. It's the hot weather, so it's summer.
Yeah.
A little
But
bit. travel-
Italy has an extra day rest, isn't it? Italy played first day, or is it second?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
they
Yeah,
did.
They have
Italy
1 day
first.
extra. Yeah, so they have 1 day extra rest.
One day extra. So
Mm.
I have to go with my heart, so I have fun lah. I say England to win.
Mm.
Same here. I feel
So when I
England
watch it, I
may
have
win.
fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. The Italian team, I'm not a big fan of diving. I don't like all that shit. I don't like too much play acting. Little bit can lah, because sometimes you're running so far, the refs don't see your legs. They don't see the leg in between the legs and the drip, and then you got the VAR and the this. But I don't like too
diving
much.
is in a way okay if you're protecting yourself from getting seriously injured. Yes.
You have to learn how to fall so you don't injure yourself. That one all I'm cool lah, but the
But
play
you
acting
dive for the
stuff,
sake
all
of
that.
getting something. Then
Yeah.
My biggest fear,
Hmm.
it turns ugly with all of this.
Mm.
The Italians riling up
Mm, mm.
English and
they are famous for doing
they're
that.
going to be unnecessary fouls
Yeah, get under your
or it-
skin.
yeah, exactly. And if it leads to a red card, I tell you, I will switch off the TV and go because
That's a good point.
it's pointless. You know, because
I don't want
it's
red
ain't
card
worth
any
watching a
side.
game like that.
Yeah, I
to
don't
pick
want
Not in the
11 against
finals.
red
11,
card
yeah,
or
it's
England
no
red
spoiling
card.
the match.
Yeah.
You saw what they
Yes,
did with
I will.
Zidane, right? Last time when they played against Zidane.
Yeah.
Yep. They riling.
They
Yep.
They
Riling
round
up
the
until
best
he
player up and
headbutted
get him foul
Correct.
and red card.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
Italians.
these guys are
they're
capable
famous.
of doing it. The
The
Italians
dark
are
arts.
capable of
The
doing
dark
it.
arts.
Yep.
The dark arts, yes.
The dark arts.
Dark arts.
Yeah.
That's right.
No dark arts, please.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please.
get all the wizards ready. Or put Gandalf on standby.
Merlin, Merlin, is it?
Merlin, Gandalf. What other wizards we know? Put them on standby. Yeah. So okay, we got two Italy and J so England, right? Okay, we got two Italy, two England. Well, I think that's about it, guys. It's quite
We shall
interesting.
see.
Euro after the group.
Yes.
Group
Yep.
stages.
The knockout is crazy. It's just crazy. It's fun to watch actually.
Yeah, there's
What?
still some
What?
Wimbledon tomorrow, so tune in and watch that.
Tomorrow is a
Isn't
super
Brazil
Sunday.
taking,
Yeah.
taking Argentina? Isn't Brazil taking
Sorry?
Argentina? in the
Yeah,
final?
Tomorrow
yeah.
also is a Copa,
Yeah,
right?
Copa as well.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Copa.
Who's going to win, you think?
I'm a Brazil guy, so I'm going Brazil all the way.
Right.
And the semi-finals, some nasty shit in the semi-finals. I didn't like that goalkeeper using some nasty words.
Is
He was
it?
trying to
Oh.
strike out. So you saw? Anybody saw that?
Yeah,
Okay, quick
Colombia, Emi Martinez. He was trash
Yes.
talking, and then after the penalty was saved, he saved the penalty. He just went like that, like with his
No,
hips.
actually, it was the Argentinian goalkeeper who started it.
Yes.
He was egging them all, saying them. And then here's the thing: before you take the kick, right, the referee's giving you the ball, all that nonsense, setting up. You want to talk trash? Hey, for me, it's all good. He was talking trash as the guy is running. As the guy is running, I was like, you're nervous, you know. I'm like, hey, isn't he supposed to shut the fuck up? You know what I mean? How come he's still talking? And I was like, these are the times when I feel the referee should have a little bit of, have some gonads and just speed stop. We're gonna retake it. Keep your mouth shut. Once you're on the line, you keep your mouth shut.
But is
So
it against the rules? Is it against the rules?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. So the referee can't stop it.
I don't know. No, bro, I'm not talking about the rules now. I'm talking about the
Alright.
referees. If they see something like this, if
Sportsmanship
it's
lah,
wrong,
I mean.
if it's
Yeah.
wrong,
Sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Sportsmanship
they should
really.
stop it, because I don't know whether if you're running up, you can actually talk
But
to the
maybe
guy.
it's fair play in South America.
running.
Maybe this is fair play in South America.
Yeah.
We're
So
just talking.
I was like, and he did it against 2 or 3 guys. So I was like, hey man, what the hell, really?
They're playing mind games like kau.
So
Yeah.
so that one kind of threw me off a little bit. I was like, what? That's great. So I think Brazil. Anyway, I think Brazil will take it. They got a good team.
Yeah, they have a very solid team.
They had a
Messi to field another final.
Yeah, I mean the Argentinians aren't that good actually. To be honest, they're not super players. They're not playing that well. That penalty. So if he didn't psych out, I think they would have lost. The guy got psyched. The 2 of them.
So it worked lah.
Yeah.
The third guy he tried to psych didn't work out. That's why the guy went like, yeah, in your face. But even then, he didn't know right in his face. He just like kind of in front of him. Then, he moved away. I don't know whether that is against the rules or not. There must be something there, or maybe they never really wrote about it. You know?
Yeah, I don't think
If
they
not-
thought about it. I
if
think
not-
they didn't think about it in the rules. Yeah, probably.
If not, if that's the case, when the goalkeeper stands there, right? So before the goal, oh, he can.
Yeah, you can do that actually.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Oh, he can do this. He can stand there. He can curse his mother, call his mother all kinds of names, his father, mother, that's what I'm saying. Oh.
It's not racist. I think you can call it, isn't it?
Yeah.
As I start racist.
This is for another show, but there was actually a little bit of controversy about the Jorginho penalty, about that skip, whether or not it's part of one motion or whether that motion gives him an unfair advantage over the keeper. But yeah, that's for another one. That's a totally different discussion.
Hope I don't see any of these nonsense in the finals, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that's my biggest fear. I just don't want. I want it to be a clean game. I want it to be a good game, exciting, attacking game.
Yeah, I don't want to stay up at 3 a.m. and watch this kind of nonsense.
Exactly.
Because you just spoil it and then no red, like you said, no red card in the morning.
I'm going to switch off. I'm going to switch off and go back to sleep.
Just one flowing football, not stopped by unnecessary fouls. Unless you're desperate, and then it works to your advantage and get a free kick.
Give us a good game, lah. We've been having a horrible year, lah.
Yeah. True.
Give us a good game, lah. Come on.
Fans are back. That's
the
other
fans
thing.
are back. Give the fans a good game, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
In all fairness, yes.
All right, then. I think we got it covered.
Nice one, guys.
If you're tuning in, like
Sleep
and
early.
subscribe.
Sleep early.
Peace out.
Watch the match.
Stay
Enjoy
home.
yourself.
Yeah.
Enjoy the final.
And don't
Enjoy
miss
the
your
final, man.
vaccination appointments.
Yes.
Ciao.
Okay, ciao, man.
Guys.